grill house having lunch. And I'm trying the chimichurri melt. You can resonate with seeing a lot of green. I'm drawing a blank on some of the downloads. It could be someone's birthday today. Happy birthday, Cancer season. You can resonate with judgement. That's what you want. You could be into football. Your throat chakra could be very strong right now.
Still working there, right, sir? Yeah, you guys can enjoy.
Where you could be tested in your throat chakra. You could be returning to places you've been to before. Showing yourself the energy you deserve. I'm hearing you're allowed to switch lanes, but you have to stay. So, switching lanes, but staying in your lane. I think Collective needs to know they have travel size straighteners and crimpers at Target for $5. At my Target, I found it in the grab and go section, like right when you walk in. But you could also try and look for it in a travel section or where the hair stuff is. Thank you.
Very well. California to be very dependent on the franchise cycle. California the franchise law
Oh, about switching lanes. At Target, I was buying the $5 straightener, and I realized I could switch lanes and it'll be a quicker time for me to check out. So I only had one item, and so I switched lanes. And then the individual before me saw that I switched lanes, saw that I only had one item, and they're like, "You can go before me. This stuff's gonna take forever." So essentially, me paying attention to myself and me working at my own convenience, it attracts the same energy in other people, and so like that person saw that and boosted the energy that I was already giving to myself. You could also resonate with seeing synchronicities or connecting with people. Like strangers. Today when I went to the ATM, a guy told me that the Kansas state flower is the sunflower. You can imagine that my tattoo initiated the convo. So you could be learning fun facts randomly, or you could be someone who just knows fun facts and dishes them out. You really never know what someone needs, so you ought to let yourself be open to the possibilities, and it can come from a stranger. I think some of us have a really closed off world where we expect love and all these other wants and needs from the same circle of friends and family that we've always had, but you're meant to expand. You're meant to receive from the universe and not just from the same people over and over again. Because what if those people are not, what if they don't have the capacity? What if you outgrew them? So it's like, back to like switching lanes. You could be switching lanes to get on a highway or get off the highway, reaching your destination. But it's like if you don't stay in your own lane, that can be kind of dangerous for you. Because you don't know where that person is going. I'm watching an ambulance pass through in the window frame, so you could it's like you could intervene when it's an emergency, but if they are fine just as they are, even if boundaries are interesting, because you want to intervene if someone's going to hurt themselves, but some people are okay with hurting themselves. It's like healing. It's healing them to heal other people, even if those other people are hurting them. Someone's equal give and take in the world, it looks different for everyone. Someone, maybe they're in a place where they do need a lot taken from them. And then on the other side of it, maybe they're in a place where they just really want to give. You just sort of gotta let people be. But in cases of emergency, you might be more inclined to intervene than on a normal basis. And that's normal. The number 3 could be significant. Let yourself try things, because I tried chimichurri for the first time because one of my clients ordered a chimichurri dish, and they let me dabble in. It was a chimichurri salad, and because of beautiful, thank you. I was just talking about it.
Anything else I can grab for you?
No, this is awesome. Thank you. She ordered the chimichurri salad, and because she was sharing with me, she told me, is it like Argentinian or Latin? It's like a Spanish dish. I'm still getting to know it, so if I'm wrong, excuse that, but this is the second time I'm getting chimichurri, and it's as a melt, a sandwich melt, so that's like, Some of you, okay, what do you do with these? Because it's supposed to help you hold the sandwich together. So do you take it out first, or do you eat until you're in the middle and then take it out? Honestly, if I saw the name chimichurri, I wouldn't think to order it until I would familiarize myself with it. So I'm hearing it's a blessing in disguise when a friend or family is like, try this, and you never tried it before. Give it a shot while you have the chance to do it without it being on your dollar or something like that. But then you'll realize through that experience it is worth your dollar or not. I almost was gonna say the worst that can happen is that you don't like it, but actually the worst that can happen is that you're allergic. But for the most part, you already know what you're allergic to. So if someone's having you try something, ask what ingredients are in it. Once you've gotten the allergy thing out of the way, then you can confirm the worst that can happen is that you don't like it. In the case that you do like it, your horizons have been broadened. And you might think you're in a place or in a situation for some reason, but some of you need to let go. Like once you're in a place, like be present. Like literally, I came into this grill house for the clam chowder and their house salad, but then I saw chimichurri. I was like, I know what that is. I know I'm gonna like it. So I ordered it, and here we are. Oh yeah. I don't want to hurt myself because before, one time I had one of these like stuck to, it was like short and in my sandwich, and when I bit into it, I actually one time injured myself. I think it was an attack from the family member or caretaker that was watching me at the time. But I got stabbed on the roof of my mouth from one of those things. Because it was short and I couldn't, it was hiding in the sandwich. So someone, maybe you experienced that, like trauma doesn't have to look traumatic. Realizing that something as small as like a toothpick in a sandwich can traumatize you, like literally don't let anyone minimize your trauma. Like, it hurt you, it hurt you. Next month, just speaking on things that don't seem traumatic, but they are. I stuck my hand in a cup full of pencils, and someone tell me why all the pencils were sticking upward with the sharp part pointing up. But usually you put the sharp point pointing down so no one gets hurt. But for some reason, there was a cup full of pencils pointing up. Same thing, family member or caretaker. They had me put my hand in that cup. And because I put my hand in that cup, I got stabbed. And I actually have a lead, okay, that's a beauty mark, but I actually have a lead, I could have gotten lead poisoning, okay, from the pencil. And that's traumatic. Next month, I'm gonna get a tattoo to cover it, because now that I remember that it was an attack and not just something that I did to, like, no one wants to do that to themselves, right? And so, like me, my whole life, I just kept looking down at this pencil mark like, I did that to myself. No, that was an attack. And it's traumatizing now to remember it as an attack. And it's like literally like I put my hand in a cup full of pencils. That doesn't sound traumatizing from the outside, but on the inside it's very traumatizing. And so, like, really don't let anyone minimize what your trauma looks like to you. Someone really needed that, because I'm hearing like trauma can come in the form of microaggressions that just kept adding and adding. Beautiful. It's amazing. Thank you. Well, I'm really enjoying lunch for sure. Yeah, I think that's the message. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my meal without talking about trauma. Stay magical. Goodbye.